on.
Yay. All right. So, welcome to class 3 of Lojong. Let me make this a little bit bigger. Can you guys hear it okay? Oops.
Yes.
Great. Awesome. So, everybody on the call, please feel free to jump in. Actually, most of these are probably too easy for some of the mixed nuts, so let's open them for everyone. What is the main weapon we have used so far to defeat our enemy? What new weapon is introduced at this point in the text?
talk.
Exactly. And for our English-speaking audience, that is?
The realization that nothing has any nature of its own.
Uh-huh. And what's what we have been using so far before this? There's like a change of pace that happened. Do you remember?
Shenzhen.
Right. But do you remember?
Destroying our self-cherishing?
Yeah.
By?
Dancing on its head.
It basically
Yeah.
basically went from bodhicitta to correct view.
Exactly. Yeah. There you go. We got it.
Because they say correct view is the most powerful way to have bodhicitta.
Wait. Don't get ahead. Well, that's sort of the next question. Yeah. Main focus before was always putting others before us, like word said, bodhicitta. Now we switch to meditating on pure wisdom. What would this? So, if we're talking now about wisdom, does that mean this text is no longer a Lojong? What is unique about this new approach?
Well, can I make a comment as well as try to answer the question?
Yeah.
Like in the first folios, the teacher basically says, when we're talking about no self, we're talking about Dak Chenzin. Do you remember?
Dang Zin, right?
No, yeah, he says, well, he just flips it. He's like, the main thing about Dharma is Dang Chenzin, and goes off about that as if that was a Dak Mei for all these folios. And now he's switching back to Dak Mei. So I think he's just, in a way, he's just messing with us or the audience, like that they're kind of directly related and equally as powerful at different times in your practice.
Yes. And since you're word and you remember everything, do you remember, because I know that you're the only one who can answer this question, maybe Geshe-la too. Do you remember what you were talking about? There's a specific, very controversial point that our author did in the past relating to what you just said.
Yeah, doesn't he say the nay of you're talking about nay? Like the whole nay of the practice?
No, it was about, I can't remember in Tibetan for it, but the master and its how do you call it? Henchman.
Yeah, exactly. Servant, no? That bodhicitta is the main practice, and Dak Mei comes out of that. The Dak Mei talk comes out of that.
Yep.
Yeah, exactly.
So to answer this question, I mean, you basically just answered it, but how would you answer this in one sentence?
I don't know. I mean, usually Lojongs are about practicing bodhicitta, but I mean, they're about both too, you know? So I don't know.
Right.
Now it's the opposite way as the way it was before. Right.
I make sure between what you guys said and Juan, that he was saying that you still focus on defeating self-cherishing, but now he said, now we're going to use our best weapon is meditating on the things are not themselves. And he still mentions not seeing things as self-existent, but it kind of still puts it on the background, in my opinion. Like he still puts self-cherishing as the main enemy. Well, that's what I found was interesting about what he said. He kept the Lojong theme, but putting emptiness as the main
tool,
main weapon.
Yeah.
All right. Then he talked about not differentiating between samsara and nirvana. That's weird. So who can tell me what this meant?
They're equally empty.
Empty.
Yeah.
Yep. Cool. That's why I made 4 questions, because this one's pretty fast. Yeah, equally in that they don't come from themselves. And this was very cool. This is how we finished the class, actually. He was talking about, well, first we were talking about random thoughts, and then he went on to this wisdom which has no thoughts, which the root text said. And then our teacher gave an explanation of what that really meant. Do you guys remember what it was?
The wisdom that perceives there's no such nature to things.
And?
Yeah.
And great bliss and wisdom.
Great
Yeah.
bliss.
Yeah, there you go. Which is cool because
We
our
can't talk about.
right, but yeah, you can't talk about, but our teacher keeps bringing us there for some reason. Well, I remember Geshe-la saying that this class was done for, I think, advanced students, so he always kept taking it back to that. So, well, not necessarily advanced students, but that had studied more. All right. Yes. Okay, Geshe-la. So actually, Nick helped me with translating this, so I cannot take credit for it.
You're not supposed to tell him that until he looks at it and says if it's good or not.
I give it a shot.
Well, that's why it has a big mistake in it.
He forgot the shape though. That's what the.
Where the quotes?
Just put quotes around it.
Right. There you go.
He said. The only problem here is the translation of the word sung. And it's closer to the sung and sung do.
Yeah, I was wondering which it is. The causes are piled up.
Complete means complete.
Complete. Right. Makes more sense.
Now retranslate it.
If every cause is complete, and if nothing
If
can stop
causes are sung,
if the causes are complete,
then what, Nick?
and nothing can stop the results from coming,
Nice.
you most certainly will achieve it. Referring to whatever he was talking about before.
Yeah.
The combination of the two, I believe it was.
Right. He said that made the body of the Buddha.
Yeah. If all the causes are complete, then nothing can stop. Okay. See what I mean?
Yeah, totally.
Oh.
Just style choice. No, that was right.
I'll give $50 if anybody can remember what the root text said without looking at it. Word. This is glossing the root text. And the root text said it in a very funny way. Cancel the bet.
No recollection.
Okay, hey, Nick, if you can't afford to get Amelie into college, just remember whose fault it was. Okay. The root text said, why wouldn't you achieve Buddhahood then? You know, what could stop you? It said it in a very funny way. It said, if you get all the causes together, which is bliss and emptiness, then what could ever stop you? Okay. And then when he made his commentary, he did it a little bit differently. He said, you would have to achieve. But the root text is more funny. You know, who could stand in your way if you make all the causes? You know, okay? Yeah. Nice homework, Seiji.
Yay.
and you look quite handsome. I don't know what it is. Maybe it's that I had a good dessert. Okay. Okay, who's so gang, you look like you want to hassle Seiji. Go ahead. I enjoy it.
You tamche sanangdre u chungwa gopar minupa nange par topan
Oh.
duro.
This is the one we just did.
Yeah, you just did that one.
Oh,
Okay.
yes.
Okay. Here you go. So gang, you're still up.
Taeyang cheki dakchenzin kyun kun ki sawatang shenchenzin yunten kumki sawar tete dakshen tete dakshen nyamje nyamlen la doru tukpar betchin.
Yeah, good. Nice. Dayan Cheki, everything before that. And this is, remember, Seiji, we talked about that we are reaching a turning point in your text.
Yep.
And this is kind of the turning point here. Dayanche means everything that went before here. About Dakchen, which is what?
Self-cherishing.
You can't define Dakchenzin as Dakchenzin. Yeah, self-cherishing. Okay. Which is the sawa of Kyun-kun.
The root of
Wenpi. How do you say all Wenpi?
All problems?
of problem.
Good.
Soy Wenpi. All problems, right? Like, how do you say no problem in Tibetan?
Kyunmindu.
Yeah, Kyun Mindu. So here's Kyun. Kyun means problem. Kun means all of them. And Sawa means the root of all problems. Okay. So up till now, we've been talking about self-cherishing as the root of all problems. All right. And we've been talking about Shen Chenzen, like Dakshen Nyamje, Shen.
Oh, exchanging?
Yeah, we've been
No.
talking about cherishing others
Oh, true.
as the sawa of all yuntens.
As the root of all good qualities.
Good. Opposite of kyun. Opposite of kyun, right?
Yeah.
Okay, tete. Sawa tete. You should consider it. You should see it that way. This is the same dawa we just had in
Stanley's book.
Abhidhamma. Yeah. You should viewpoint cherishing others as the root of all good qualities, and you should viewpoint the root of all problems as cherishing yourself. Okay, tete. And you should do Daksha Nyamje. What's that mean? And don't give me the standard answer, Seiji. I want the detailed, correct answer where you split it.
So putting yourself in the person, putting your mind, your eyes in the body of another person and looking at yourself.
That's the J. That's the J. What's the Nyam? It was in the DCI course in leadership. 2 steps. Everybody on this team.
That's the same.
Right.
Oh, equal rights.
Right.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Shen means equal rights. Sorry. Nyam means equal rights. And J means exchanging self and others. So, everybody in the universe translates them together as exchanging self and others, and that's incorrect. That's only half of it. Okay.
Yeah.
A, they have an equal right as you to get success. Therefore, you should exchange yourself in them. Okay.
Oh.
Nyamlen means that should be your spiritual practice. And you should, Bepa means work hard. What's that famous Diamond Way expression, Dr. Kramer?
Of you should work hard.
Yeah.
Inang tabla soar be.
Oh, You're lucky, Kramer. I was about to charge you $1,000. Okay. I got interrupted by the human computer. Yeah. Bay means make great efforts. And the secret way says, Chinan tabla sorbet. Make great efforts in both outer and inner methods. Okay. Now, here's a new idiom for you guys. Doru tukpa. Say doru tukpa. Yeah. Do means what? Like dorje.
Stone.
Do means stone. Ru means the bone. Rupa means bone. Okay. It means you should kick ass. Okay. But the Tibetan is the bone should meet the stone. Okay. The bone.
Also, it's meant to be colloquial.
Yeah. And it likes working your finger to the bone or something like that. Okay. Like it means work really hard. Now, if you guys really want something interesting, okay, only the human computer will remember this. But the word bone in Tibetan can refer to inner fortitude, like great courage is sometimes called a bone in your heart, like a diamond in your heart or something. It's a very beautiful expression. So, you should crack the whip or something like that, okay? Something like that. You got to find a nice English expression, Seiji. Okay. I don't want to see stone hit the bone, although it sounds like a good for one of our Bluebird songs. That's an inside joke. Okay. Please read. I can see Christina. She's just dying to correct you. Okay. Don't forget to turn on your mic. Hey, Seiji, don't forget to make 2 mistakes in the sentence.
Okay. Deni gompa kompel tu songne yang chup chok tu semche jang chup che chok tu semche dechi che shendo konan yurwala bet göpe sulnam lekpart sen shinne.
That's sinne.
Sin.
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 Okay.
By the way, Seiji, after ne is the fulcrum of the what do you call it? Teeter-totter? This is where your book flops over into an emptiness book. Right here. This part right here. Okay. X marks the spot. Tipping point. Oh my God. Yeah. Hang on. I got it. Okay. X marks the spot. This is where your book turns into an empty book. Okay.
Cool.
Never forget. Okay. It's very beautiful. Here it goes. It's like the Titanic sinking. Deni goma kondu pel songne. If you're sorry, does this mean meditation, Seiji?
No, becoming
good.
Familiar?
Good. Yeah, getting used to or getting familiar with Deni, dekonani.
Emptiness.
Nice. Okay. I'm sorry, I canceled that. Deni doesn't mean that here.
Oh.
It means if you get used to Shen Chenzin and Dakshen Nyamje, if you get used to exchanging yourself in others, okay? Deni means that practice I just mentioned. It does not mean emptiness here, okay? If you get used to thinking about others first, okay? Kong Pel means, and if those thoughts get higher and higher, Song means if that happens, then sooner or later it's gonna flip over. You're gonna reach Semke.
Bodhicitta.
Yeah, the desire to reach ultimate enlightenment, right? Okay. And now here's a very beautiful part. Chiche, everything you ever do will be Shen Dun Kona
For all.
for the sake of
everyone.
Shen other people.
Only for the sake of others.
Yeah. Everything you ever do will be for the sake of others. It's a very beautiful sentence, right? So in a way, Seiji, at this, you're supposed to feel that the speaker of this oral teaching, right? He wants you to feel like you just reached the highest stage of cherishing others, okay?
Right.
Okay. Then, after he talked about how hard we should try to reach that, Stensine, when he had finished about loving others, now here's the X, okay, marks the spot. What happened after that? Okay, Stanley is checking you.
All right. De Jesu de tar kunzop changchup kisem nampar dakpa shik yue na dat tung janam ka la purwe se shokpa yakchik ki purwar minupa pe.
Yeah. Pe.
Shokpa ni den gopa deshintu. Deshintu.
Nice. By the way, this is extremely poetic. Your book is the poetic one. De Jesu means after that, after you got bodhicitta, right? Then you have the kunzo form of Chanchukisem. What's that mean?
Oh.
Deceptive bodhicitta.
Yeah. Now you have the deceptive form of bodhicitta. What's he going to say next? Anticipatory translation?
Then the real one.
Yeah, you should go for the other one. Okay.
Wait, but did you say after you get bodhicitta, you get the deceptive bodhicitta?
No, he said, De Jesu, after that, and then he says, comma, after you get the deceptive bodhicitta, and it's very, very pure, number dakpa, okay? You may have that. Yeah. Naang means kyang. What's that mean, you guys? Kyang. But there's a big but there, and it's not mine. Okay, but you guys had Dadung once before in this term. Come on,
No.
You had it.
Still.
Yeah, but still you got to go further. You're not finished yet, Dadung. Okay, still you have to, because jaws who pour in the namka.
Birds who soar in the sky.
Yeah, birds who fly in the sky. Ja means bird. Namka means sky. Pour means to fly. When a bird flies in the sky, they cannot fly. Minu. They cannot fly.
With the two wings.
With one wing. Yeah, they cannot fly. Yachik means one of a pair. Yachik means one of a pair. Shokpa means wing. Okay. So when a bird flies in the sky, they cannot fly with only one wing of the two. They need shokpa ni.
Understanding.
They need both wings.
Oh.
They need both wings. Okay. Then gupa means they must have both wings. Deshin du Seiji. Deshin.
He said.
No.
No, that's why.
And then he says, similarly.
Oh.
Okay, what's he gonna say next? Anticipatory translation. You got bodhicitta, but a bird needs two wings.
Oh.
In
The second wing is. Bodhisattva needs wisdom or something?
Yeah, the perception of emptiness. Ultimate bodhicitta. Ultimate bodhicitta. Okay, here we go. Yay, your book is getting so sexy. Sexier, I should say. You want to check him, Stan? Stanley's on you.
Okay. Dundam Changchup Kisen Dang Sung Tu Mandrelna Korwale Pakpar Minula.
Wait.
I'm sorry, hang on, I was messing them up. Okay, there we go. Okay, can you repeat that? We had a technical problem here. having to do with yogurt.
Alright. Dundam Jamchukisem Tang Sumtu Manjelna Korwale Pakpar Minuda.
One more time. Stanley was distracted.
Sorry.
Go easy. And try to make a mistake there.
Dundam Jamchukisem Tang Sumdumambrelna Korwale Pakpar Minuda.
What?
Dumandrel.
Mandra. Okay.
Sounds good. Yeah.
Nah. Okay. Where's the mistake though?
I said Braille. You corrected it.
Oh, okay.
Okay. All right. Now we got Dundam Chanchukisem. What's that, Seiji?
The ultimate.
Yeah, ultimate bodhicitta. Ultimate bodhicitta. Okay. Sungdrel. Sungdrel. Sungdrel means in combination, right? Like Sungjuk. So Sungdrel. They must be indivisible. Sungdu Madra. Okay. And by the way, this drill, I'm sorry, if they are not connected indivisibly, okay, if they are not connected as a pair, the two kinds of bodhicitta, ultimate bodhicitta and deceptive bodhicitta, you will not to be able to pakpa from korwa.
You will not be able to get out
Rise
of
above.
Yeah, right.
Rise above samsara.
Beautiful, Nick. Beautiful, Nick. Very, very nice. Here's a rare use of the word pakpa in its original meaning, which means to ascend or to rise above. Okay. So here it doesn't mean what?
Maria?
It doesn't mean here. It just means you will never be able to go beyond samsara, higher than samsara. Minu, you won't be able. Okay, Dr. Kramer. There you go, Seiji.
Okay. De one ki lama dharma rakshita chimpo yangdang horta wa sentsem payimpala konki jamning jesh jang chutkisem wa shik tuktam ki tiltu sechin.
And this is quite an insight into Atisha's teacher, Lord Atisha's teacher, Dharma Rakshita, okay, who was the author of our poem. Okay.
That's right.
Okay. Because of this fact, Dewanki, okay, because of this fact, Lama,
the teacher Dharma Rakshita.
Yeah, of Atisha, right? Understood Atisha. Yeah. Dharma Rakshita, who wrote this poem. Why did he write this poem? Because he knew his student was going to Tibet, teaching new students in a country where Buddhism hadn't spread yet, and he's going to have a lot of trouble with them. Okay, sound familiar? Okay. Dharma Rakshita Chembo, the great Dharma Rakshita, in the beginning, Tawa Sem Sambayin. We just had Tawas all through Stanley's class.
Correct.
Yeah.
Mind
This is not correct.
Yeah, his viewpoint was the mind-only school. Okay, he was mind-only school guy. Atisha's teacher, his viewpoints were mind-only. Okay, and Tukdam Gitil did say, okay, Tukdam Gitil. Tukdam means the, what do you call this?
The main practice.
Yeah, exactly, Gibson. You're exactly right. Tukdam Gitil is a Lamrim word that means what are you gonna make the palm of your practice? What's gonna be your main practice? Okay, your core practice. What's gonna be? His core practice was Champa and Ningje.
Love and
compassion. Yeah.
Oh.
What's Champa in Sanskrit?
Maitri.
Yay, Maitri. Okay. If you fail that question, I want $1,000. Okay. All right, I'm not going to do that to you. Love, compassion, and chanchugism.
And bodhicitta.
Yeah, bashik means
Wish.
only that. What's missing here? What was he missing?
Wisdom.
Yeah, he was missing emptiness practice.
Yeah.
Okay, he was focusing on love and compassion, and bodhicitta only. Bashik was his main practices. Those he used those as his main practices. Then something happened, Seiji. Very sexy.
Eshala, he had wisdom. It says it right there.
Say again?
If he had wisdom, it says it right there. Tawa Sem Sampa.
Well, relative.
He's defending his school.
That's
Oh,
debatable.
you had your wisdom.
Good for you.
I get it.
You should pick up for him.
I love that you're wearing that hat. We have to find out what the mind only hat looked like and make one for Word. Then I want you to wear it all day. Okay.
It's got a little propeller on top.
Venerable Utpala gets to check Seiji on this extremely beautiful sentence.
Yay.
Mesu Yangrang Ki Ku Luki Lasha Triche Deshen La Chimpar Zepe Dema Tatu Tongi Mongsum Tu
Winsome.
Ngunsum Tu Tokte Sangtang Po Nyepar Chakpe Umapa Chempor Gyulpashik Yinda.
This sentence is really, really, really beautiful for your book, okay? Ngusu Yang means in his real life. In real life. Yeah, Maitri, hi. I really want some suits like Maitri has. It looks so convenient. All right, we can see that big bottom. All right, Ngusu Yang. Rangi Lu, what's that mean? Rangi Lu, Rangi Ku. He shaved, that's what it is. Rangi Ku.
Own body.
Yeah, from his own holy body.
Oh.
With a T. It's the same as Sunjay. It's the same as Sunja.
Sharp weapon?
Yeah, with a knife. That's the Che in Dorje Chupa. Yeah. He cut the shark. With a knife, he cut the shark.
Thigh meat.
Oh, yeah, lasha means his thigh, the meat of his thigh. Okay, sound familiar?
Yes.
Oh.
Nick
Who
Thigh.
else did that? That's what Asanga did to get Maitreya's attention, right?
Right.
I'm not suggesting it. You already have Maitreya there. You don't have to do anything. You just have to change Maitreya's diapers. That's all. Okay. He cut the flesh of his own leg, and he jimba to shin.
Someone else.
Gave it to another person. Purple haze. He gave it. He gave it to another. He gave it to. Sorry. Hey Ben, can you find that microphone?
I don't have control, but it's Isabel, I believe. And
Isabel, please be careful. Okay, Shenla Jimbadze. What's Jimba? First perfection.
Giving.
He gave the flesh of his leg. He cut it off with a knife and offered it. I don't know what the story is, but maybe we can. And Dema talked to somebody. It says he doesn't say who.
Oh.
Maybe we can find the story in the story of the Lamrim Masters. Okay, JP and Dema talked to in the next hour or something. Right after that, Dong Ni Ngun Sum Du Dong.
Emptiness.
He saw emptiness directly.
Whoa.
He saw emptiness directly. Wow. Now, Seiji, tell me the larger implications with your book.
Larger implications. Well, that you need to have bodhicitta first.
Yeah. And that can help you get to the emptiness realization.
Right.
And that's the structure of your book. Your book was structured on the life of this guy's lama. Wow. You should put that in the introduction.
Yeah.
Yeah, right. Right, Maitri. Maitri likes it. I miss him, by the way. Tony goes up to Tokte.
Emily just saw my tree and he's like, "That's my tree."
Oh.
Sa Dambo Nye and Sa Dambo Top is the same thing.
Mm-hmm.
No, got nothing.
He reached the first bodhisattva level. Okay, he saw emptiness directly with bodhicitta. Seeing emptiness directly with bodhicitta is what it is to reach the first bodhisattva level, right?
Right.
Chakpa means it is said. It is said. You know, the history books say that he reached the first level. And I have a nice detail for you guys from the Madhyamika. Anybody who reaches Sadambo becomes Umapachimbo.
Oh, from the middle way? Great middle way?
He became Madhyamika. He became a great Madhyamika person, okay? He was a Semsampa. He was a mind only. Then he saw emptiness directly because of his bodhicitta. And that flipped him over into Madhyamika. And they say you cannot see emptiness directly without being Madhyamika, higher Madhyamika. It's not possible. There's no such thing. It's impossible. Okay, it's very interesting. You can be a mind-only expert, and then you can meditate, and you can go into the direct perception of emptiness. But in that first moment of the direct perception, you just became Madhyamika. It's very beautiful.
But after seeing emptiness?
In the same moment, can we say? Yeah.
Yeah.
It's an automatic graduation to Madhyamika. Okay.
Oh, okay.
Okay, cool. And he became a great Madhyamikan. Okay. He's chic. He's a guy like that. All right. Yay. This is a very important page in your text, right? Sexy. Most sexy thing I saw today. Okay. Except standing on a bicycle. Okay. Here we go.
Can I ask a quick question?
Hey, Nick, we tried out the new bicycles today. Okay.
Oh, good.
Yeah, go ahead.
Thank you. Does it has to do that every time you perceive emptiness directly, you have to have the direct perception of interdependent origination? And because of that, can you turn into Madhyamika because that perception or no?
I would say that after that, you might have, well, I would say at Chichok, at the end of the second path, Jorlam, at the end of the path of preparation, everyone who sees emptiness directly sees mental images coming out of their mind and creating something. I would say that, yeah. And that's understanding dependent origination. Everyone, whoever saw emptiness directly, in the hours before that, they caught themselves creating objects with mental pictures.
And having that experience makes you automatically, let's say, confirm or believe in the higher middle way?
I wouldn't say that. Well, I guess so. I guess I would say that, yeah. So what you're saying is he became middle way just before he saw emptiness directly. Because he saw dependent origination.
Maybe.
Maybe this makes you a big middle way. He said big middle way. All right, keep going, Seiji. We got time, Uncle Nick?
Yeah, we have like 15 more minutes.
All right, let's go. Let's use the time. Wait a minute. Maitri's busy. Maitri is, Alex Rivas. Come on, man.
I think he's translating.
Oh, I'm sorry, you're translating. Rob Haggerty, you want to try?
try to correct or read.
Correct him. Don't no.
Yeah.
Just correct him.
Yeah.
Okay. Hey, Seiji, make 2 mistakes for Rob. Okay.
Kongi sikpe senang sangye wala jangchu ki sem ni sumbrel du metu mi rongwar shik nendi manche ki dundam jangchu ki sem chongsu nam ten pa te te.
Okay.
Good. Nice.
Did he make a mistake?
He made a couple.
The mistake was that he didn't make a mistake. Okay. Kongi sikpe se. By the way, if sik means tongue, right, Seiji? What's this saying? When he did see emptiness, okay, sikpa. When he saw, this is the sik in Chenmei sik, for example, Avalokiteshvara, okay? When he finally did see emptiness, at that time, he's sick, going to the middle of second line. He also saw that you need to, you need to combine the 2 chamchugisam. What's that mean?
The 2 bodhicittas, the deceptive and
in order to sangyawa.
Buddhify.
Yeah, good. So Nick is right because he didn't make it a noun, he made it a verb. This is the verb to become a Buddha, sangyawa. The noun is sangye, right? And then this is the verb to become a Buddha, sangyawa. Okay?
Would you say,
go ahead.
Would you say to combine the 2 types of wishes, or how would you translate the 2 bodhicittas?
Wow, good luck. Yeah, I would say the 2 kinds of wishes. Yeah. Doesn't mention here deceptive and ultimate. Yeah.
Or capital you would still capitalize?
Yeah, I would. Or you could capitalize one side of the W, but not the other side. How's that? Just kidding. Okay. There's an idiom here, medumirunga. Medumirunga. I'll give $20. It's kind of a simple idiom. Medumirunga.
Nothing else would work. Nothing else is proper.
No, come on. Hey, human computer made a mistake. I gave everybody $100. Medumirunga
It's
means
indispensable.
Cannot do without.
yeah, sin qua non. Sin qua non. Without which nothing. That's Latin. Yeah. Okay. Okay, Utpala. Sikh means honorific. He had the realization that at that moment when he saw emptiness and when he came out of it, he said, you know what? I've been emphasizing the deceptive bodhicitta. And now I see you need both of them together or you can't get anywhere. Okay. And then dimenche means for the rest of his life after that moment. Guess what's coming, Seiji?
Oh, he studied books on emptiness?
He had ultimate bodhicitta.
Well, he started teaching people how to get ultimate bodhicitta. He was already a master in deceptive bodhicitta. He was already a master of compassion. But after he saw emptiness directly, he said, now I have to teach both kinds of bodhicitta equally.
Wow.
You know, did it happen?
If he saw emptiness, he must have had pretty good wisdom. Right?
Yeah. But the emphasis is the word temba as a verb. He started teaching emptiness more. Okay, in his teachings and in his poetry, he began to spice it up with more emptiness stuff. You had a question.
Oh, I wonder if this happened before our teacher came to him or afterwards. You know,
I don't know. We could, Seiji, we can find we can see if anybody wrote a bio.
On who? The teacher or Dharma Chita?
We could do both. I mean, Atisha's biography is the first half of the Lamrim.
Really?
Yeah, it's very long.
It'd be cool to do it from the teacher. I mean, since he was called the holder of the diamond, he must have been pretty good.
Oh, you mean Tembarabge?
Yeah. I mean,
Yeah.
and also Damarachita.
Do you want me to show you how to find out?
Yeah.
Okay. Nick can help you later, okay? But I'm going to stop this share. I'm going to go to a different share. Yeah, let's do
You have to
that.
share your desktop first.
Okay. I'm going. This one right here. Okay, so Seiji, here's the A is my database. Okay, A. Got it. We go to the Tibetan native works. Okay, Sumbum. And I want to, there's about 30 subject categories here in the library, in the digital library. And I draw your attention to Namtar, which is all the biographies of great lamas.
Okay.
Cool. You click on that.
Okay.
And Nick and I spent many months dividing them by subject matter and dividing them by person. Okay. So here's person.
Oh, cool.
And we have biographies of all these guys in the database. Okay. Now, is there Lord? I don't think Dhammarakshita is in here actually.
Oh.
We'll have to find it inside of one of the books. Maitri.
Krishna, is Dharmarakshita part of the Lamrim lineage?
He might be.
I checked the Chinese he is.
In the book?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
I couldn't see the moment that I was looking. So
They don't announce when the biographies start in that book. It's stupid.
Oh.
Start talking about somebody. Okay, anyway, here we go. Now he says, by the way, if you were him, if you were Dharmarakshita, and you've been teaching everybody about normal bodhicitta, and then you saw emptiness directly, and then you decided to teach people ultimate bodhicitta, what would you do? Dela means, hey, what did he do? He knew root text first. Please read. And I gotta get it. You mean the real?
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay, Rob, you want to try? Come on, Haggerty.
Kaye teta tamche tendrel yin.
Keep going.
Shete kaye shirang chakla wone ne kongdu shete
Bune.
Kong tu shepe dang sing tang dak chen sing tang zinyu ki dak che pala sopa de dak tam che kyang tendrel yinte yuen kien sok tam la tene trupe cheer shepate.
Good. Good. Now, Seiji, he saw that he should be teaching more ultimate bodhicitta as much as he was doing normal bodhicitta. So what did he do? He started teaching the emptiness of Dak Chenzin.
Oh, of self.
The
emptiness of self-church.
Look, Maitri likes it. Look, he's like going, yay! He started teaching the emptiness of the act of self-cherishing.
Oh.
Whoa. Okay, got it. Yeah. Kaye means what Maitri just said. It means, wow, you guys. Okay. Rangchakla Ba means, wow, you guys. Ba means to call out, right? Kaye means woo or wow. Okay. Kaye. Tamche Tendel. Translate it, Seiji.
Dependence. Tamche.
Kun. 감제 kun. Same.
Uh,
Kun is tender. Kun is tender.
everything is
Yeah. It's all dependent origination. It's all dependent origination. What? The act of seeing emptiness, the act of being selfish, the act of being, it's all dependent origination. Okay? It's all dependent origination. He's like, God, you guys, being selfish is dependent origination. Being kind is dependent origination. Seeing emptiness directly has dependent origination. They all dependent origination. Okay. He's like, that's where he goes. Okay.
Right.
Here we go. He says kaye to us. Kaye means woohoo. Okay. You gotta see when Maitri says kaye, you know he's up to it. The habit of holding to a self nature, and the habit of taking care of yourself, and the self you're thinking about in each case. Okay, and the self you're thinking about in each case, all of them, every one of them is tendo. Okay, it's all dependent origination. Okay, it's like the core sum of an act of selfishness. Nick, what's the core sum of an act of selfishness?
The emptiness of yourself.
Yeah.
The emptiness of the person who you're denying something or taking something from.
Yeah.
And the emptiness of taking it or the thing that you're taking.
Yeah, exactly. Perfect. You. You can sok sam la tene dupecha. These are the act of being selfish. And the act of realizing there is no self, and the self that you're thinking about in either case, they all come from causes and they just happen independently. Okay? Yay, shipate. Do we have any more time, Nick? Are we okay? 3 minutes. Let's go.
Yeah, we have 3 minutes.
It's a valuable amount of time.
태양 텐젤인 셰페 징디 니키 낭참마 톡랑은에 마추파 랑슈킨 젠파인나.
Yeah, and this is a beautiful sentence, okay? Deyang means moreover. Jendel yin, when you say everything is dependent origination, okay? When Dharmarakshita says, look, whether you're being selfish or whether you're taking care of others or whether you're seeing emptiness, it's all dependent origination, okay? What he means is, Sikdiniki, what are these words trying to say? Nang sammatok. Things, the husband just seems to be yelling from his own side, okay? Nang sam. He just seems that way, but Rangune Madrup, he does not exist from his own side. He cannot exist from his own side. Rangune means his own side. Madrup means he cannot exist. Okay. Rangshuki Dembayin. Rangshuki Dembayin. And this is a beautiful statement. He says, as soon as you start talking about the dependent origination of the husband in the kitchen, as soon as you start talking about seeds, you are already talking about emptiness. Okay, got it? It's just the other side of the same coin. And so, you know, what it says here is once you start talking about the dependent origination, oh, there has to be a husband, there have to be kids, there has to be yelling, then by implication, shuki means by implication, you are already saying the husband doesn't come from his own side. Okay, when you emphasize that the husband yelling is coming from yelling at your kids, you are already implying he's empty. Okay, you are already implying there's no husband coming from his own side. Okay, got it? As soon as your student really understands seeds, they automatically understand emptiness. Okay. Because they already cancel the husband who's not coming from seeds. Got it? Okay. And what this is a defense. You see, isn't this weird? Look, Seiji, it's a root text verse. How many lines?
One.
It's a 1-line verse. Okay. It's like he almost never does that. And then, your author, Tembarabge, Chichen Tembarabge, he says, why is he just talking 1 line? Why does he say everything is dependent origination? Why didn't he say what, Seiji?
Emptiness?
Yeah, why didn't he mention emptiness? Why did he say everything is dependent origination? What happened to emptiness? And our commentator says, Rang Shuki Den. If your audience really understands seeds, you don't have to talk about emptiness.
Wow.
They already understand emptiness. If they really understand that the husband is coming from their seeds, then they understand that there's no other husband.
They'll recall it on their own. That's
yeah. Rangshuki means automatically. Yeah, by own power, right? Okay, got it. If a person in a DCI talk really understands that the pen is coming from their mind, then I don't know, in the next 5 minutes, they should figure out there's no pen coming from its own side. That's emptiness. Okay. An intelligent person should be able to go from the seed system to emptiness, like going down a slide at a children's playground, which is how you're going to spend the night tree later on.
He loves it.
We're over time.
Okay, so again, understanding dependent origination, which means understanding that the yelling husband comes from the seeds of yelling at your kids, is already enough for a normal person to understand there's no other husband there, and that's emptiness. Okay. Yay. Okay. So, actually, the audience should be frustrated, Seiji.
Yeah.
He spent the whole book describing the first kind of bodhicitta. Then he said, you know what? We got to teach the second kind of bodhicitta more. And then what did he say? Hey, everything's dependent origination. We were waiting for some kind of emptiness talk. And then he says, you guys who are waiting for an emptiness talk, you are stupid. Anybody who understands that things come from seeds should understand that nothing doesn't come from seeds. What's the big deal? Got it? Yay, automatic emptiness. That's my next manual. No, I'm kidding. All right.
4, not 14.
Oh, sorry. I'm thinking about my vacation, dude. I already got the date moved. Okay.
Just thinking that. Thank you, Geshe Michael. Thanks,
Geshe.
That was great. Awesome.
Nick, any announcements, Nick?
Just that tomorrow's the last day before the break. There have been a couple changes on the schedule, so just if you're watching the classes you're coming to, just check the schedule. Yeah, I look forward to another day, and then we'll take a little break, and then we'll be back. Thank you so much. Yeah. All right. Cool. Have a great night, everybody.
I have a quick question, Geshe.
No problem.
Did Dharma Rakshita write the root text by himself, or he was quoting a Buddha or something?
Oh, no, I don't know the story. We'll look it up, okay? And we'll read it together.
Oh, okay.
I suspect he wrote it on his own.
And he was a Buddha.
Yeah, I would say he wrote it on his own. Yeah.
Cool. All right.
Okay.
Good night.
Bye.
Yeah, thank you, everybody. Good night.
See you guys. April, if my Dharma talk doesn't put you to sleep, nothing will. Okay. Bye.
Bye. Thank you.
Thank you.
Bye, my tree.